Yeah, good morning and happy Sunday to everyone. Wayabe Eduzola Nohua. Uh, this is the Benin Empire Advancement League, the home of all the Beninese. And today I'm alone because of the situation in Nigeria, because of the electricity, data, and all those things that is really affecting our people as of the moment. We know electricity is very scarce in Nigeria nowadays, and it was always like that. But in some areas, it was getting better. But of recent, it's getting even more worse because of the situation we are finding ourselves. Anyway, let me give my best today to explain why I'm here. I'm here because of where we find ourselves in Edo State about the governorship election. No, we just concluded some local government chairmanship election, and it was very peaceful at this. Uh, it could be, uh, but notwithstanding, there's a need we need to work on. We need to work on the transparency of our election. Uh, there's always the issue of election malpractices and others. We need to work on this. We need to work on so many issues that is really affecting our people because manipulation of election result is an issue. It's a very concerned issue. We should work on. And, we should improve everything that is related to election. Yes, as you can see, the title of this broadcast. I'm a Benin person. I'm a Edo person first, and also a Benin. And my spirit is always in Benin, and my physical appearance is also Benin. So those of you who believe they can do anything they want to do in our homeland, I will tell you, uh, we can do what we like, but everything we do has a result, also has a consequence, and this consequence has just started to play out for some of our brothers and sisters. Uh, Let me just put this forward. There are some of our brothers and sisters who is agitating for Eastern first or Eastern for governorship, Eastern candidate. There are some of our brothers and sisters who are also agitating for Edo candidates. Uh, I want to remember all these people that today or even tomorrow, Edo State is not made out of these two ethnic groups. In Edo State, we have other ethnic groups who deserve the governorship ticket, like the Robo people. They are almost getting to 2 million in Edo State. Then we have the Ika people, we have the Owan people, we have the Isako, we have the Afiema, we have the Akoko Edos, and these are all other ethnic groups that make up the Edo State. And some of our brothers also are agitating for their Eastern state. I would like to send this message to all these our brothers. I don't think any Edo person will stand in your way if you want to have Eastern state. If you want to have Eastern state, you can easily go to Abuja. Go to Abuja, go to the government office in Abuja, lay their application, and then let them approve it. Then you can have your Eastern state. But as far as you are still a member of the Edo State, I believe we should fight for unity, uh, how to bring Edo State forward, because there's a lot we need in Edo State, we can do in Edo State to bring progress to Edo State, because I don't want to use that word civilization, because civilization is a word combined with evil, to say that. To bring development to our state, there's a lot we can do together. We can work together, do a lot of things. I'm not pleading with anybody because that is your problem. I don't want to plead with you. And most of us who are doing this are out of Nigeria, because when we are in Nigeria, I don't think so many of us will have this voice to say all what we have been saying in social media, because the 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 potential will not be there for you to be doing what you are doing, you know. And the claiming of supremacy amongst ourselves is really idiotic. It's idiotish to say this, or something stupidity. Have to say this. You know, if you are superior than those people you are saying you are superior than, what have this changed in your life ever since you were given birth to? What has this changed in Edo State? What does this change in the Benin Empire? It hasn't changed anything. Supremacy has having supremacy over any person hasn't changed anything in our country. Whether you belong to the Ubini Nokbewo family or not, that is your problem. That is not our problem. Our problem is how to bring progress to our state. We are lack of so many amenities. We are lack of electricity. We are lack of water supply. We are lack of international airport. We are lack of international seaport. You know, and this is what we should be fighting for. We are lack of good roads. You know, you see, there are so many things we are supposed to be fighting about, but we are not doing that. We are fighting over a position, a nominated and elected position that is only took place for every 4 years. There's still a lot in Edo State, a governorship that is going to come. There will be a lot of people who should be contesting. And as a person, as a human being, I believe zoning any government position to any ethnic group is against the will of democracy, and is also against the will of the people. Let the people choose for themselves. Don't impose any candidate or anybody. It's undemocratic to impose any. Sorry. It's undemocratic to impose any person on any ethnic group, to say the fact. ISA should not impose their candidate on Edo State. Edo people should not impose their candidate on any other people or other ethnic tribes. We are not the only people living in Edo State. We may be having the majority, but we are not the only people living there. We should know that. And for those of my Eastern people, or who call themselves is representing Nation, nobody really elected you to be representing Nation. And those people also in Edo State, nobody elected you people to be representing Edo State. You have to represent yourself first before you can be able to represent another person or a group of people or ethnic groups. This is something very disturbing, because most of you have the blood of a dictator, especially those people from the Esa Mega Forum and the indigenous people of Esa. And some of our Edo people also have this dictatorship blood. We all are calling Buhari dictatorship and this and that. But what we are doing exactly is is even more worse than what those people are doing. You know, what we are doing to ourselves. Buhari will not impose any candidate on any Edo person. But what you people are not doing, I've been watching every one of you. This is there should be a concern for the Edo people about these people, and they should be outlined when it comes choosing people for the Edo State governorship. Who is going to represent them? At least 4 years, if not 4 years, maybe 8 years. That is going to bring development to this state, bring a lot to this our state, because our state is underdeveloped. We have to start developing our state. Because I'm not talking about civilization, because we already civilized before the colonization started. we were having all it takes to form a government. And in our last broadcast, we also talked about the Edo language, lingua franca, for every Edo indigents, for every Edo tribes or every Benin tribes, whether you are Ika, Urobo, Isan, Afiema, Ishakiri, Isako, or one, we should come together to form a lingua franca for everybody to be speaking without the supremacy. I believe this will also solve a lot of problems if we have one common language. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't retain our old language, our own language like the Edo, Isan, and all that. It should be retained because this is very, very special to us. And at the same time, but we should be looking for alternative in our schools. Because I believe if we can be able to do that, this can also bring all our ethnics together to have the minority, or I believe, to say the majority in Nigeria we need. Because as it is now, we are disorganized. We are so disorganized as never before. And the disunity among us is as never as before. So we have to stop, because when I look at so many of our posts in the social media, this is so disturbing and so shameful for our people to be coming out to start distorting the Benin history or the Edo history. If you feel so supreme and so a supremacy, or I don't know how to call it, or this is something like craziness or madness or whatever I will like to call it. I will call it madness. This madness needs to stop. If you believe your history, as you are saying, is more supreme than that of Edo State, why distorting the history of Edo people? It doesn't make sense. It makes you look useless, ignorant, mad. And I'm not just talking to a particular person entirely. I'm saying this out. This is a message out to all of you who believe distorting the Edo or the Benin history will give you more power, will give you more knowledge and all that. That's zero. What we call 0 point modus. You have nothing in brain. If you have something in brain, you wouldn't have been doing that. No white man will come out to distort the history of a fellow white man. Because this is one of the worst weakness of the Nigerian people. Not all Nigerians, especially the Igbos, the Yoruba, and now the Asans, are coming out to be doing that. I can't understand how people will just sit down on their table and start be thinking, oh, this is how I can distort the Benin history. That is so shameful. One of the oldest ethnic groups in Nigeria are the Benis. The Nok were also existing along with Tribal. All other ethnic groups are new in Nigeria, and we all know that. So if you come out to distort the Benin history, it doesn't really change anything in us. It always make us stronger. It make all our people to be coming out to be defending the Benin history. The governorship candidate or candidacy, it doesn't depend on you, because you are not a member of any party to be deciding for those parties for what to do and what not to do. And giving out the candidacy ticket to anybody because of sympathy for any ethnic group, I believe that is undemocratic. Undemocratic because you cannot do it because of his sympathy, because that person is going to fade everybody. Because we need somebody who will fight for his people, fight like hell for his people, and defend his people like hell. We don't need people who is given tickets, who will go and sit down in their sitting room, in their comfort zone, and doing nothing for the Edo people, or for the Isan people, or for the Robo people, for the Ka people, for the Owan people, for the Anchi people. We need somebody who will be there represent us in Abuja as well as in the state. Think about their people, employment, the youth. Think about our culture, our tradition. I don't think any Edo person will go to Eastern land and start distorting their history. That is not possible. Please, I'm pleading with all our Eastern people. Stop all this nonsense, because it doesn't really bring you forward. It doesn't improve anything in your life. You are losing more because you cannot see the problem you people will be facing, because the Edo people are watching. They are watching closely, and they are looking at you people. And those of you planning war and others, calling for war, calling for separation, calling for bloodshed and all that, there's always a song by our late musician, Osayamori Joseph, Nomunyegasi Agbada, Nomunyegasi Yosisi, Sanola Otao Noya Bahiyedu Nari Wabiseu. If you want to cause commotion in our state, yeah, our God, our ancestors are always looking at you. They will send you out. They have sent so many of you out of that state, but you people are not knowing that. And we can see that our ancestors are doing their job, but we ourselves, we need to do our job. We need to start confronting our brothers and sisters for their wrongdoing. We need to start correcting them for what they are doing to our people, for what they are doing with their comments in social media to our state. We don't want to be like Nigeria, where everybody say Nigeria is dead, Nigeria is dead. Nigeria is not dead. Nigeria is well alive. One of the strongest in Africa as a whole. If any country can defend Africa, it's only Nigeria. There's no other country that can really defend Africa. So today, don't come out and start doing the same thing you people are doing to Nigeria. You want to start that in Edo State. We will not allow that to happen. If you know you cannot reside in Edo State, leave. Leave Edo State. Let us have our own state alone. Don't come with bloodshed and start you trying to start distorting everything that is related to us, that make us. We will not be happy. Nobody will be happy with that. I will not blame anybody if anybody come after you today or tomorrow. I will not blame that person. Because this is what you want, and now you are getting it back. And they are going to be giving it back to you straight. So there's still a chance. There's still a chance for you people. Turn back for what you are doing, because you cannot intimidate any tribe in Edo State to be telling them, if you don't give it to us, we are going to leave. Then you leave. Another person will take up the space, will pick up the space. And I believe if you leave Edo State, and if you form your state, you are still going to be doing the same nonsense you are doing here right now. Because nobody elected you to be representing these people. You are not a traditional leader in that community. You are nothing, even nothing. And you have not slept that community for one day. Now you are coming up to start talking rubbish. You drink the water from Edo State before you grow up. You were educated in Edo State before you went to where you are today. And now you are pouring insult of those people that gave you this opportunity. We can see how your character is. So our people should be very, very careful in everything we are doing. Because if we, because of one person or two people, start fighting ourselves, there is not going to be a peace in this state. All we need in this state is peace. Peace and development. Development with system. Because where we all are living today, the people understand that without peace, there's no development. Without security, there's no development. That's why it's very, very, very important, because there's nothing you can build in the state without security, without peace, that can really be a development. where people can have their rest of mind, do anything they want to do. So we ourselves, we need to start talking to our brothers and sisters, educating them about all these things, because what they are doing today, is against all odds. It's against all what we know in our state, because our state has been very, very peaceful. We know all this. We have been very, very peaceful. So I'm sorry, I need to check this message. Just a moment. We need to stop all this nonsense. We need to stop all this nonsense, because it's very, very important to stop all this nonsense, because it's not going to bring us forward in any form. It's not going to develop our state. Having a candidate from your from your tribe is not going to develop Edo State. It's only going to weaken Edo State, because we refuse to choose the right person. This is how things supposed to be happening in our state. And now African is facing a lot of problems today. You can see in the whole of Africa, fighting is going on. It's going on in Ethiopia, it's going on in Somalia, now Sudan, then Chad, Niger, and there's one other African country about 2 days ago that started fighting again. We need to start thinking about all this, about the loss of life, about the bloodshed. Why is all these things happening? Because we have such people going out of social media thinking they are doing the good for our people, whereas they are destroying the people. These are the people we should start fighting against. Enemies of progress. Enemy of progress. Dictatorship. We should start fighting against all these people, because it's very, very important we start doing such. We start doing such. So it's very, very important we start doing such. And I don't understand how people will just wake up in the morning to start saying, oh, the Oba of Benin is not the Oba of Benin, the Oba of Benin is a Yoruba man. How can you say that? Are you the one that gave birth to him? Are you the one that brought him up? Are you the one that gave birth to his father? Are you the one that gave birth to his father? You cannot be doing that. When you do that, that says something about you, that you yourself, you must be from a useless home before you can start doing that. Or saying the Edo people are Yoruba people. Are you the one that gave birth to the Edo people, that you will come out to say the Edos are Yoruba people? That also says something about you, that you are so inferior. You are so inferior in your thinking. If you are not inferior in your thinking, you will not be coming out to start saying all this useless you are saying. So it's very, very important, if you want if you want peace in that country, if you really want your person to come out as a governorship candidate, then you have to stop all this nonsense, because this is one of the stupidity in the highest order I have ever seen. I cannot see any human being thinking wisely to be telling the other people, I own you, we gave birth to you, we give you the Oba, we give you that. How can you do that? Are you the one that created them? Even the God that created them don't even tell them that I gave birth to you, I own you, I do this. So it's just a lack of stupidities from our people to be telling us what to do, what not to do. I have been on social media for more than, it's going almost, I can tell you 20 years now. But my coming out fully on social media started about 15 years ago. And now I'm coming out to broadcast is almost going to 3 years. So you can see how our people are thinking. They come up in social media because they want to have followers, because they want to have people who like their something. then start insulting our people, start insulting our obas, our queens, our elders, who fought for this land, who fought immensely that we can also stay peacefully in this land. Now you are insulting them. Let us know how you think. Tell us how you think. You cannot be imposing yourself on us. It is not your right to be telling us what to be doing and what not to be doing. Nobody gave you that right. We have our traditional system. We have every institution that is responsible for that in our state. And they are doing a great job maintaining peace, fighting crime, doing all sorts of things that we can live peacefully in that state. That when we leave abroad and say we are going home, that we can go home freely. Because I can remember about 3 years ago, when the kidnapping was going on in Nigeria, nobody wanted to go home. Everybody was afraid. But now we have a situation where the whole Edo State is almost free from crime, where there's no herdsmen killing everyone again. Now you are coming up again with another criminal activities. Because this is really a criminal activities, to put it. You cannot come up and start dictating for other people. And it's very, very important for the Edo people to have a free will, to have their own will, to have their own thinking without being manipulated by any other people or by any person. Because we know what the effect of social media today, what social media can do to people, because we can see the craziness in our people, because everybody believes we can go out and start doing all what we want to do. You can do it in Nigeria freely, because Nigeria doesn't have the control system. But if you do it to me here, then I know the way to answer you. Unless you live out of this state, that will take me a lot of resources to bring you out. But that doesn't withstand, I will still give my best to do that. And I'm sending this message to every one of you. If you think all what you are doing today will be forgotten tomorrow, that is a lie. Because all these atrocities you are committed today is going to come after you tomorrow. And they will now cry. People will start crying, oh, the winch don't kill them, or now winch go kill them, we do. But people should always be thinking, what is responsible for a state? Is it because of these atrocities you are committing now? Because our ancestors, they are very, very lenient, but once they decide to come after you, there's nowhere you can hide. And there's no medicine that can really solve that problem. So everyone should be careful in everything we are doing, because I'm very, very a simple somebody who don't wish other people bad things. I always focus on this developing our state, because I believe, even though I can't do that, if there's people who can do that, we should support them to be doing that, not always standing in their ways, doing everything possible to make sure there's no development coming to that state. Peace, we can see, although I'm not in one part with Governor Obaseki as of this moment, but I can see the development that he did about the security in the past 2 years, that we can travel freely from Lagos to Benin, from Benin to Aounchi, or even further without further incidents. This is hard work. You cannot just be sitting now on your table and start be dictating for us to say, okay, this is we need Eastern candidacy, we need those cities candidacy. That is completely wrong. And I am calling on the Edo people to start thinking on their own. Nobody should control our people. Allow them to think freely for themselves. Choose the candidate you know is best for that state, because that is the only way that we can survive. Look at Lagos Seaport today. Yeah, they're reopening the other seaport. They have international airport. Lagos is not bigger than Benin State or Edo State. But they all have all this. Why can't we also have all this Lagos is having? Why can't we have international airport? Why can't we have seaport? Because if I tell you the amount of money the Benin people are living in Lagos seaport, you won't believe it. Everything that is coming through sea to Lagos, at least 30% of all are from the Edo people, Isan people, Robo people who are sending this. If we have to be doing that in our state, that all we are sending is coming down to our seaport, we can be able to use that money to develop our state. We can be able to employ at least hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, who will also be working in that port. The same thing with the international airport. Edo people have at least, can also tell you 30% of the people living outside Nigeria. If we continue to use that international airport, if we have it, it's also going to be generating a lot of revenue for our people. Many people will be employed. There are so many things that can really bring development to that state. But these are key two issues: infrastructures, electricity, good roads. These are the things that really bring development to a state, not ethnicity. Ethnicity never develops a state. Being an Islamite doesn't make you to develop a state. Being an Edo person doesn't make you to develop a state. We have seen failed people from Edo State who rule Edo State. We have seen Islam who failed ruling Edo State. Likewise, other tribes. It doesn't matter where you came from. It's always in this brain. You know? When somebody have a small brain, then we say, oh, it's only my ethnic group. They are so intelligent. They are so this and this and that. How come? You are so intelligent, you are living in other people's country. Huh? And you are so wise thinking, you are living in other people's country. Why can't you live in your home and develop your home before leaving your home to go to other people's country? Because those people develop their country, they make peace in their country, they have security in their country. That is why you are going there. If you come to abroad and they are killing you, I don't think you will stay there. As you are calling for killing, calling for bloodshed and others in Edo State. I'm calling on all good, very many Edo State people today, to start coming out against these people, because it's the high time to start talking to these people in the manner they deserve, because we cannot be allowing these people to be stating for our people. It is very, very important if we want to have a peaceful state. Because I have been saying this organization is not the political organization. We are a sort of NGOs who look into things critically before we start talking. We don't just talk because the person is a Edo person or is an Isa person or Robo person. We look at this issue critically. There are kings here, there are queens here who will tell you their view, to tell you, look, my son, life doesn't function that way. Life functions other ways. There are people who doesn't even belong to your ethnic group, who doesn't know you before, who may be from Congo or Angola, that will help you here more than your own people. So we shouldn't be basing our life on ethnicity. If you go anywhere in Europe today, whether you are in London, whether you are in Paris, whether you are in Rome, whether you are in Berlin, or whether you are in Vienna, in Oslo, in Copenhagen, or anywhere you are today in Australia, in Sydney, or in Japan, in Tokyo, in New York, and anywhere in the United States or in New Zealand, you will see, you will understand what multicultural institution is. The Benin or Edo State is one of these. It's a multicultural state where we have people from different tribes. And we are a good example of this. working together, cooperating in all sorts of forms to bring development to this state. But we still have this small brain thinking or small thinking people who want to do the other way. There's always an opposition in everything. But when you see there's something good coming to your state, please hold back, not to destroy all these things, because this is what you are working towards now. And I'm pleading with my Edo people right now. No matter how people insult us, it has never taken anything away from us. It has never taken anything away from our braveness. With our intelligence, it has never taken anything away from it. We should please step back, move a little bit back, think about everything. All we need to do, let it be in our mind, let it be in our brain. Let those who are shouting, allow them to be shouting. Likewise, the Asian people. I'm pleading with you people, with the robot, with the car. We can only do, or we can only develop that state with unity. Without unity, without peace, without security, it's useless. Nobody can develop it. Nobody will want to come back home to invest. If we want development, I repeat, peace, unity is the key. There's no other key. And if you don't have that to unlock it, then you can forget about development. Talk about Borno State today. You can see what happened in Borno State when Boko Haram started. And today, there are a lot of refugees. These are our people who are starving to death in those areas. But we feel unconcerned. The same thing could happen here if we are not careful. We should be very, very careful in everything we are doing. And it's not always those people who are stronger or who are weaker who win the war. The people who lose in war are the civilians, are people like we who doesn't deserve all this. So this is just my warning, my take to every one of you. Because everybody can do whatever he wants to do. If you are so powerful, why can't you do what you are doing there now in this state? Go to Paris, the street of Paris, or go to the street of Germany, go to the street of Rome and start debating what you are debating now. And let's see what will happen to you. You see? But you can sit comfortably to your computer and start vibrating, doing all sorts of nonsense because you want people to be following your page. Who know you as an Asa? Who know you as an Edo person? Nobody. Nobody. Maybe there are 1,000 people who know you. Following you doesn't mean they know you. Or following you in Facebook doesn't mean they respect you or they will take everything you are saying. You know? So let us be very, very careful, because I understand all these sort of atrocities people are trying to commit in our state. But we in this organization, we are making it a task to be addressing all these issues, because it's the high time people start coming out to start talking about all these useless activities from our people, from our brothers and sisters. Because Edo always says, I'm your mother down beer, but you can as well discipline those people. I believe our kings and queens at home are strong enough to be disciplining you people. And most of you, if you go home quietly, secretly. Then when you come back, you start vibrating this, blah, 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 blah. Who are you? The father who gave birth to you, he was living in peace. That's why he was able to give birth to you, to bring you up to be it. I'm sorry, somebody just knocking on my window. That's the reason they were able to bring you up. That's the reason why you were able to attend universities or wherever you were educated. But now, this is a ton of other people, other generation. They also deserve the same peaceful environment or conditions to grow up. to bring development to our state. It's very, very important. So we need to be careful with everything we are doing, because I'm saying this today because I want to say this. And I'm still going to be pushing for more. People always complain about our traditional rulers. We all know today how you people are respecting our traditional rulers. None of you give a damn. It's only when things happen you remember there's a traditional ruler or there's a traditional institution in our state. If you don't respect our traditional rulers, there's no need of going to them. Those people who respect our traditions should be also as well respected. It's not by coming out to start teaching history or teaching everything or writing history that means you respect our tradition, because I can see the way people are insulting our traditional rulers. And that is very, very, I feel very, very concerned about this issue. For me, my tradition make me first. I'm Benin first, Edo Benin first. I'm a black man, and I will support any black man in this world to make sure they prosper, to make sure everything functions as supposed to be functioning. Because if you look at the whole of Africa today, I repeat, Sudan is not happening because it wants to happen. Libya didn't happen because it wants to happen. There are people against us, fighting against us, using us as their battleground, and we are fighting ourselves. Even using what those people wrote, which most of them are very, very fake history, to be destroying ourselves. Those people who can think otherwise, because it's very, very difficult to say the fact, to see those educated people from Edo State or from Eastern side or from Urobo side or from any of our ethnic groups from Edo or Benin ancestry to be coming out to start distorting other people's history is very, very rare. It's only few of you, maybe about 3 or 4 or few people that is coming out that is doing all this sort of nonsense. I call it nonsense because nobody deserves to be put on social media and start debating on him. I have been very, very quiet because when I left the first organization, when I was, that's why I'm saying this, all these things today, what I'm saying right now. The people that come after me in that, after I left that organization, was really Edo people. There are some audios that I'm still having here today, If I play it for you, you will be surprised to see how Edo people were talking about me, how they were putting allegations against me, how they were planning against me, So it was, you won't believe, but I'm very, very proud of whom I am, and I'm a proud person also. I respect myself in everything I'm doing. Sorry, I need to take some water. I'm a very, very proud person, and I respect myself. I respect everything that I'm doing. I respect everybody that I have contact with. So it was difficult for other tribes to come to me to insult me and all that. As I'm still talking today, I still have a lot of friends from that organization. A lot of them came back to say, "Oh, we didn't know it happened that way," but it's already happened. And I have warned you people that period, that time, that this is what was going to happen. And it's happening now. And I would like you all to come out to start talking, say this is what happened, this is how everything happened. But you can see, I will not say it's stupidity or something, You cannot now feel unconcerned because you are now living comfortably in your city room. or something like that. But it will not, it's not going to go that way, you know. So I would like you people, because when I left, you people were still having that organization for more than 1.5 years. And you people were working with him, doing all sorts of things with him, giving him money, doing all those sort of things. So I warn you people, this is coming, but you people refuse to understand. And then people came up to start accusing me, you are the one that make him strong. No, he was already in this, almost in this situation before I met him with other people in the organization. Some of them left. I brought some of them back twice or thrice to have the Benin organization that really stands for the Benin people. But when you see things are not functioning as it's supposed to be functioning, when people are making some statement that doesn't really represent what you are fighting for, then you have to step back. I did that, and someone did that with me. Exactly. I saw people, good people, leaving the organization because of what people did. But that doesn't disturb me in my life. I have my online following, the Benin line, and I'm going to be following that forever and forever. It's my duty, it's your duty to do everything possible to bring peace to that land. Not to allow anybody to task telling you what to do and what not to do. If you need a governorship, go and buy a governor. You can buy that. But that is not our governor. Our governor is the one that is going to be elected by our people. Esan, Edo, Urobo, Isoko, Eka, Kwale, everybody that is living this multicultural state, we have their own voice. Your voice is 2 million. The Edo state is more than 7 million. You know, how do you want to impose 2 million on other tribes? People may not understand. I have never seen in Europe anywhere since I've been living here for more than 33 years now. I have never seen anything like that functions. It will not function. And it will not function in Nigeria. It will not function in Edo State. We don't want you to impose anything on us. You can push your candidate forward. That is politics. It's your free right to be doing that. But don't stop telling us the candidacy should be for Isan or should be for Edo people. Because we are not the two people, ethnic groups that is living in the state. There are other ethnic group that is going to be coming up. I'm still going to be saying this. But I'm not going to be the one that is going to be choosing these people. Our people are the people who are going to be choosing these people because they deserve this. They don't deserve to be manipulated by anybody. And that is very, very wrong if you start doing that. And our people should start coming after you. So thank you very much for today. But next time, maybe during the week, if we have a chance, I and my vice president is also going to be coming out, deliberate more about this issue because it's very, very important for our people to have a free mind, have a free brain, to have a free saying when it comes to politics, when they are deciding about their lives, because you are actually deciding about their lives, not just for your own, but for their lives. They should also have a say. They should also have a say. And that is what we are going to be doing. Re-educate, reprogramming our people to also understand that their votes is very, very, very powerful. So thank you very much. And thank everyone. Mr. Joseph Igeho, Stella Obama, and Mr. Ozi Omo N'Oba. Thank you very much for joining me in this program. I really appreciate for all your comments and all that. And I'm pleading with all people that is following us in this, our broadcast. We don't tolerate any insultive something. that is coming up. We are going to enrich it for our platform. And we believe in togetherness, in peaceful coexistence, no matter where you came from. Because human beings are human beings, whether you are, or blacks is black, whether you are Edo, Isan, Orobo, Shekiri, and all that. We are all a human being. We were first born a human being before we become who we are today. And we should respect that. I'm a Benin person. I'm a Do person. I'm a village also where I was brought up. It's very, very important to me. And the people living there also. So thank you. And I wish everybody a happy Sunday, a great day, a great week ahead. Bahiabe eduzola no hua babe zola no vedina oga manu bahia etinika bahia wesio. Bye bye. Thank you.